Now, I remember the time in our industry, and these auditions would come out just like in a group, but they would call for like urban voices. And that always rubbed me the wrong way. But I mean, I'm just a talent. I don't have any
Yeah.
full things have changed in the voiceover industry, but I don't even know areas that still need to grow. How have you found the industry to be? Like, what have been the biggest challenges being African American in this industry, and how have you been able to kind of overcome those or just face them or
Yeah, and that's a great question too, because I think what's been the challenge for me and what I've heard other Black talent say is it's kind of like you said, there was a shift from at a point where it was, the urban and sassy and, make sure that there's this. And then there was a realization that, oh, that's not really the right way to describe this. And then it was, African American talent, diverse options. And it's like, well, what does that really mean?
yeah, yeah.
And it's so tough there because there's even a thing in the Black community about like sounding white. Like there's such a big spectrum of what it means to be Black, just like what it means to be human. And it's like, well, how do I sound Black for what they're looking for casting, but still be me? Because like the other thing is like if I get, sunny, upbeat girl next door, in my mind, I don't know how other Black talent feel this way. I'm like, okay, I kind of gotta sound more white. And and like I don't know that that's necessarily right, but I don't necessarily sound urban. So I'm like, when you say that you want Black talent or you want diverse options, like what are you really looking for? And it's been hard to find my Black voice sometimes, and I really just default to, as I've learned about just being me and being authentic, and the different flavors of me to a read. And then even like things like I would get references for like Tiffany Haddish for a while. I would be like, am I a bad actor if I can't do Tiffany Haddish? And I had to learn, went through a demo process, and I was like, oh, my flavor of that, of like comedic and fun and kind of big and boisterous, because that is me, was more like Leslie Jones. When I kind of discovered that through going through scripts, and I was like, oh my God, Eureka, I felt so good because it felt authentic. It didn't feel like I was doing a caricature, but it was like, okay, you want Tiffany Haddish, that's not me. And I can give you this version of it, and maybe it fits what you're looking for, maybe it doesn't, and that's okay, just like any other spec. But I think that's been the challenge for me, is kind of finding my flavor of Black that's authentic,
Yeah.
and trying to make sure that it is delivering the script in the best way rather than focusing on, is that what you want?